Hey everyone, these are notes for 8B, and these are going to be finding the area of compound shapes. So if we look at these shapes down here, these are compound shapes because they're made up of more than one type of shape. And so what we can do here is we can divide them up into shapes that we're familiar with or that we know how to work with. And so on our first one, I see that I can divide this one up and I can get this into a rectangle there and a triangle. So I see one rectangle and one triangle. Then on the next one, this T-looking shape, I see that I could divide this up into two rectangles. This one is a rectangle that we know to be a square, right? Special kind of rectangle. All four sides are equal. So two rectangles. And finally, my last one, I see a rectangle and a triangle there. There might be some other ways to look at that one too, but I like the one triangle. And one rectangle. All right. So let's get started here. Let's see if we can figure out some of these shapes. Well, we'll do the area and the perimeter. We have done this before this year, but this will be on your Unit 8 test. So we want to make sure that we're really up to speed on these and how to do these. And so for our first one here, I'm going to get a fresh copy here so that we don't have the marker showing through. So just some steps to follow. First of all, we want to make sure that we find any missing links. If there are missing links on our shape, let's get those filled in. Then we'll want to divide our shape up into shapes that are known to us: rectangle, triangle, trapezoid. And then we want to find the area of the individual shapes. And then finally, we'll add all the shapes together to find the total area. So of our first shape here, I see a rectangle and a triangle. I see our triangle is right here. And so for a reminder, an area of the rectangle would be the length times the width, or the base times the height. And the area of the triangle is going to be the base times the height divided by 2. Okay, so what are we missing? We're missing this side over here. And so I know that it's opposite this side. Opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, so I know this has to be 13 inches. I'm missing this side, but I don't have any way to figure that out. So this is going to be an unknown side. We're not going to be able to figure that out, which means we won't be able to do our perimeter either. We know that this side that's the base to the triangle has to be equal to the side over here. That's the other side of the rectangle there, so that's got to be 8 inches. And then for a triangle, we're going to need to know this height. And we can figure out that height because we know that the total length of this shape is 19 inches. And since this part of the shape is 13 inches, that leaves us with 6 inches for our height here. Because this 6 plus this 13 makes this 19. All right, now we are ready. So the area for our rectangle is going to be length times width, or 13 times 8. And the area then for our triangle is going to be the base times the height divided by 2. So the area for a rectangle is 13 times 8. So we get 104 for that. Area for our rectangle equals 104 square inches, or inches squared. The area for our triangle, probably do that one in your head, is going to be 24 square inches, or inches squared. And then the sum of these two is the area for that whole shape. So we take our 104 plus our 24, and we get 128 inches squared for our total area. All right, 128 inches squared for the total. Now remember, we can't find the perimeter because we don't know these sides, so we do not have enough information. To do that. Okay, I'm going to stop this video and then tune into the next video for the next shape.